How's it going, guys? Welcome back to the channel. It's autotips.ca. We're coming back with another fresh video. This is going to be focused on P0430, which is the color converter below threshold code. It's one of the most popular code that we deal with every day, and sometimes it can be misdiagnosed. So we just try to save you money, and we're going to be discussing that in a little bit deeper level. So hopefully that can help somebody. All right, let's do this. We got a scanner hooked up here just to kind of know what we got. So that's the code we're dealing with. So we have P0430 catalytic converter below efficiency level. So definitely we have an issue with the cat on the bank 2, sorry, because this is a V6, so you have bank 1 and bank 2. And we're gonna be looking at where bank 1 is located, because you have to look into the displacement or the firing order to locate the exact cat. And we have some equipments to let you know at least how bad the cat is, because it can be affected by other stuff. A dirty air filter can cause that. A dirty mass airflow sensor can cause that. A dirty oxygen sensor can cause that, because before and after the cat, we have O2 sensors. So we're gonna be discussing that, like I said, in a more precise. So that's what we're dealing with. Catalytic converter below threshold. So we're gonna come over here. So the truck that we're working on, it's a 2008 MDX. So the firing order is where you have the displacement. So you got 2 and 1. So the cylinder number 2, 4, 6 is in the front, and then you got 1, 3, and 5. So whatever the cylinder number 2 is where, I guess, the bank 2 is. The cylinder number 1 is the bank 1. So the one that we're dealing with is the one on the bank 2, according to the code. Because if it's a bank 1, it'll be a P0420. That comes even with the 4-cylinder car. So, but this is a V6. So as you can see here, we got an oxygen sensor. I'm gonna try to put these on the camera. So we have one O2 sensor here. This is called the upstream O2 sensor. And then we have one right below that cat, another O2 sensor. And those are the one that monitors our fuel ratio, because you expected to see on the scanner more response from the first one and less movement from the second one. So the first thing when you get that code is to lift up the car and to check for exhaust leak. If we had any other code besides the code that we have, which is the P0430, we have to fix that code first before we deal with the cat issue, because like I said, anything can affect the drivability. Anything can affect that code to trigger. You have a mass airflow sensor here, you got your air filter here. So if this is dirty, mass airflow sensor is bad, or you have a leak here, vacuum leak, anything can cause that code. So right now, I got this temperature gauge that I'm gonna be using. So usually the cat lets off at 350 or so Fahrenheit. So you're supposed to see a difference of about 150 Fahrenheit difference between the up and the down catalytic converter. So that's what we're gonna be doing right now. I'm gonna lift it up, check for any rattles, any leak for exhaust that could cause. All right, so this is the cat. So the one that we're dealing with is actually here, Lucas. So this is the one that we're dealing with. So like I was telling you, this is the O2 sensor, the one the downstream. So this is the bank 1, sorry, this is the bank 2. See if there's any leak in there. So we have an O2 sensor here and O2 sensor on top. So we have to see because these O2 sensor, if let's say if it's full of oil or all kind of issues in there. If you have a misfire, and it can give the wrong signal, and that can trigger that code. So we have to make sure, first of all, that the car is running properly, which it is running good. It doesn't have any codes except for that code. So I'm looking at this cat thing. So we're gonna do a temperature check. And like I said, it takes about 300 give and take for the converter to lit up. So right now it's not running. We can go to, so that's what we see right now. So we're gonna start it, and we're gonna compare between this part and the top part in the same level. So the temperature difference, give and take, it should be about 150 degrees Fahrenheit if everything is working okay. All right, so let's, I'm gonna try this one. Let me see this one. So we have it running now, so that the color converter can get lit up. So we're just gonna give it a couple more minutes. Right now we're about like you see, like the temperature is going up. Now we gotta check, once it's lit up, the top part. So give or take about 400 something. So you can tell that the cat is now lit up. So we're gonna check now what we wanna see on the bottom. So you see here what we're getting? We're getting almost the same, maybe less. So you know this cat is kaput. If we got over there 400, we should get here about 150 more. So the cat is not doing any job. The maximum I can read here is about 310 Fahrenheit. So that's the maximum I could reach in here versus almost 400 on top. So a $30 equipment can help you resolve a cat issue. Before you purchase one, at least check if that's the only issue you have. Because if you have an oxygen sensor that's not working properly, or if you have a vacuum leak, or you got a misfire, then we can't blame the cat, because the cat can only do certain things, right? So I just wanted to share this knowledge with you guys, and hopefully it can save you some money. All right, so the cat's supposed to take a lot of harmful stuff from the environment, and if it's not working properly, it's not gonna do that. So check your air filter, make sure your mass airflow sensor, look at all the codes they have. If there's any codes in there, first we gotta deal with those ones, right? Then look at the cat. But in this case, you can tell the temperature difference is actually cooler on the bottom. That tells you the cat is not doing any work. All right, so hopefully this one can help you guys on your budget. Until the next video, peace.
Perfect.